heading over to X to find out all the breaking news, because you may be wondering, well, if there's all of this great, amazing inflow into the ETFs, as you can see right here, Fidelity says Bitcoin's bull market, driven by record ETF inflows and institutional adoption, is set to redefine its role in modern investment portfolios. And we are definitely seeing that. You can see the inflows really ramping up to the upside. We talk about the ETF inflows a lot because it's a great leading indicator to what the rest of the market is going to be doing. As you saw the last 5 weeks, we've had this super pump to the upside in the inflows. And if we take a look at the charts for Bitcoin right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, right here, when this massive amount of inflows started happening, Bitcoin was at $85,000, now surpassing 112,000, currently sitting at 107,000. So we definitely need to pay attention to that. But why all of a sudden this crazy uncertainty in the market? Well, Trump did it again, and he's threatening Apple with 25% tariffs and EU, the European Union, with 50% tariffs, creating extreme uncertainty in these markets. So as you can see today, him posting on Truth Social, I have long ago informed Tim Cook of Apple that I expect their iPhones that will be sold in the United States of America will be manufactured and built in the United States, not India or any place else. If that is not the case, a tariff of at least 25% must be paid by Apple to the United States. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, what's crazy is this came out extremely early this morning. So when the markets first opened, this was there to greet us, and boom, the market responded. And on top of that, he's talking about a 50% tariff on the European Union. The European Union, which was formed for the primary purpose of taking advantage of the United States on trade, has been very difficult to deal with. Their powerful trade barriers, VAT taxes, ridiculous corporate penalties, non-monetary trade barriers, monetary manipulations, unfair and unjustified lawsuits against American companies, and more have led to a trade deficit with the United States of more than $250 million per year, a number which is totally unacceptable. Our discussions with them are going nowhere, so they are not getting anywhere with the European Union, unfortunately. Therefore, I'm recommending a straight 50% tariff on the European Union starting June 1st. So this is literally just a week away from going live, and that is why people are freaking out. There is no tariff if the product is built or manufactured in the United States. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So Trump waking up this morning with a big axe to grind, decided to drop this out there, and the markets took a dump. But like we said in the beginning here just a couple minutes ago, positive news, though, we do see ETFs doing really well. Also positive news, SEC is now considering approving Bitcoin's index options trading on the NASDAQ. So as you know, you can currently trade, for example, the US 30, that's an index. You can trade the NASDAQ 100, that's an index. The S&P 500, that is an index. Well, now they're potentially going to be putting together a Bitcoin options index. And we'll get into this more here in just a couple of minutes, but some more crazy news for Trump. 35 U.S. House members have asked the DOJ to investigate Trump's meme coin dinner for potential violations of the federal bribery statute and the Constitution's emoluments clause. So as you know, it is nonstop with these crazy leftist Democrats going after Trump for every which thing ever. And this one, they think that he was potentially illegally dealing, because if somebody from another country purchased the Trump coin to earn themselves a dinner, there is potential for bribery or backroom deals or favorite on many situations worldwide, which there is actually a little bit of a possibility there if you're being honest about it, you know, when you look deeper into it. So he has to be on the up and up on this. Hopefully all the accounting was done. Obviously, we know all the vetting was done. And because of the massive craziness in the markets today, a massive liquidation alert did happen. Over $550 million was wiped out of the crypto markets. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to be playing with leverage trading, please be very careful. Please set very tight stops. 400 million in longs was liquidated and 150 million in shorts was liquidated. Justin Sun shared a video from the Trump crypto dinner. Let's take a look at this. So there's wallet number one. Looks like username Sun. That would be Justin Sun. There's the wallet address. He is the top VIP at the Trump dinner. So I'm sure that was quite the experience that all of them got to enjoy, the top 220 holders of the Trump coin. And an update on Texas becoming a Bitcoin reserve state. The Texas Governor Abbott posted an article about the strategic Bitcoin reserve move on his X account. This potentially signals Abbott is preparing to sign it, so it hasn't been officially signed as of the time of making this video, but we know Greg Abbott is on board. It's already passed the House and Senate in Texas. They will be a state with a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And just in, 4 major banks, including JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, are exploring to issue a joint crypto stablecoin. Now let's take a look at what the House members are trying to do to Trump. More than 30 members of the U.S. Congress signed a letter alleging that Donald Trump could have violated the Constitution by inviting his meme coin investors to a private dinner. Under the Emoluments Clause, the U.S. president is barred from accepting any gift from a foreign state without approval from Congress. Bloomberg reported that a majority of the attendees in the meme coin dinner were likely foreign nationals based on their connections to crypto exchanges. U.S. law prohibits foreign persons from contributing to U.S. political campaigns, said the letter. However, the Trump meme coin, including the promotion of a dinner promising exclusive access to the president, opens the door for foreign governments to buy influence with the president, all without disclosing their identities. And if you're into it, you can go and check the actual filing on this report. And though some of the dinner attendees covered their faces with masks to conceal their identities, protesters and members of the media confirmed that Tron founder Justin Sun appeared at the event. Yeah, no doubt he made an actual video about it. So, as well as other top Trump supporters who posted on social media, the complete list of attendees was not available at the time of publication. So as we know, Trump not able to run for another term. So does this really matter as far as people donating to his campaign, as they say? Will there be a potential next term for Trump? Let me know your information down in the comments. And crypto perp futures are coming very soon, Merzinger says. So outgoing Commodities and Futures Trading Commissioner Summer Merzinger said on May 22nd that the regulator could greenlight crypto perpetual futures very soon. We're seeing some applications, and I believe that we'll see some of those products trading live very soon. She also added, it's great to get that trading back onshore in the United States, because like I mentioned earlier, most of the perpetual trading that you can do right now with crypto trading futures is with offshore brokerages. So this would open the door for brokerages here in the United States, and like she says, bringing that money back onshore. Crypto perpetual futures are derivative contracts that allow traders to speculate, often with high leverage, on the price of cryptocurrency without actually owning it, and can be held indefinitely.